Have you ever wondered, why do we even give the authority to someone else to judge us in the first place and allow us to impact us on the other? The answer, at its core, resides in our innate need to feel belonged. As we experience life as human beings, we yearn for meaningful connections and enduring relationships with others. However, this longing for belonging can also give rise to vulnerability. We care about self-esteem, and we place it in the hands of others, so their judgments and opinions can wield significant influence over us. Now, I think judgment is inevitable. We can't stop those around us from judging us, just as we can't stop our minds from judging ourselves or our friends and family. The fact that we cannot stop them, however, does not mean that we cannot place their real value on them. We can stop being afraid of judgment if we are aware of what the true nature of reality is. The recognition that reality is an infinite, indivisible whole, made of pure consciousness, from which all separate objects and selves borrow their apparently independent existence. You are everything. The entire cosmos exists as a projection from your consciousness. You are that rock, that flower, that person over there, that star in the sky. You are it all. One of the profound realizations that can challenge our conventional understanding is the notion that there is no such thing as a separate somebody else. When we contemplate the interconnected nature of existence, we come to recognize that our parents, friends, colleagues, and even our perceived enemies are all manifestations of the same consciousness. They are not distinct entities separate from us, but rather expressions of the universal consciousness that permeates everything. Embracing this perspective invites us to move beyond the illusion of separateness and shift our focus to the unity that binds us all. It helps us transcend divisions created by societal constructs, prejudices, and judgments. We begin to see the interconnectedness of all beings. Realizing that we are all one, many of our fears cease to exist, including fear of others' judgment. Because if we now know that we are consciousness, the same consciousness that is divided into multiple bodies, what should we fear? If someone is judging us, if someone is offending us, it is just a false self referring to our personality. Our personality is not part of our pure essence. It's just everything you do in this existence. It is just an action that results from a feeling, that results from a thought, and a thought is a sentence in your mind. As we awaken to this truth, a remarkable shift occurs within us. We find ourselves releasing the chains of fear that once bound us to the opinions and judgments of others. The mere thought of external judgment loses its power over us, as we understand that it stems from a limited perspective. The fear of judgment dissolves into the ether, replaced by a profound sense of liberation and inner peace. No longer tethered to the expectations and opinions of others, we navigate life with a newfound sense of authenticity and freedom. We are no longer driven by the need for external validation or approval. Instead, we embody a deep sense of self-acceptance and self-love, rooted in the understanding that self-esteem is something that seeks our ego. We are already more than enough. We are consciousness. We are everything. Even fear of rejection does not find fertile ground to take root. The concept of rejection loses its significance. How can we reject a part of ourselves when we are all interconnected, flowing from the same eternal source? Rejection arises from a mindset of duality, which is present in the false self, who is perceiving one person as separate from another. However, in the realm of spiritual awareness, this perception fades away, and we embrace the truth of unity. The end of these fears begins a new phase in your life, a phase in which our interactions with others are infused with a deep sense of freedom and authenticity. We can now explore our passions, follow our dreams, and express our creativity with unabashed enthusiasm. We now live life to the fullest.